what is called Parseval's theorem. Simply, if I want to say in one line, Parseval's theorem comes for give some definition with the power, okay? And he says the power in time domain is equal to the power in the frequency domain, okay? And he gives some mathematical equations, also derivations, that I'm going to give now, okay? So in one line, you can write like this. Power in time domain is nothing but equal to the power in frequency domain, means in representation I'm saying, okay? And you can define like this. Parseval's theorem states that the power in a periodic signal, okay, is equal, very important definition, to the equal to the sum of the power of its coefficient, okay, or component. Component means frequency component, okay. Okay, so what we know, I have given the power equation in when I have explained power and energy signal, I have given the equation for power, okay. Power in time domain equation is given by how t equal to limit for a continuous time signal, t tends to infinity, 1 by twice t integration minus t to t, this is the periodic signal, x square t dt. This is I have given already in the when I've explained power and energy signal, okay. In the previous classes, I have given this thing, this equation. What will be the power in trigonometry Fourier series, okay? Trigonometry Fourier series, what is the power? Is given by, if, because it says that the sum of the power of its component, okay? Sum of the power is component of the frequency series for trigonometry Fourier series is a naught, a n, b n, is not it? The power is given by nothing but a naught square plus half. This relation you should know, n equal to 1 to infinity a n square plus b n square. Now what will be the power in exponential Fourier series? Important formulas. What will be the power in exponential Fourier series? P equal to, it is the definition is says the sum of the power of its component. Power means component means we have to square that component, then that give the power, okay, of that component, okay. And it is say that the power of this component, summation of this component. So just we have to sum up all the exponential Fourier series coefficient minus infinity to infinity mod of x of n whole square. All are these equations are important, okay. It's over. Or any doubt? Many times this definition has asked the examination, okay, what is the Parseval's theorem? Let me know if it's over. Let me give one example, okay. If xt is thrice plus cos 40 minus twice sine 60. Okay. Calculate the power. Okay. Calculate the power of the signal. Okay. Calculate the power of the signal. If you're going to use this is the continuous time signal, if you're going to use this first equation to find the power of the signal, it will take 2 minutes time. Okay. But by using the trigonometric Fourier series equation, you can easily find the power. Here, what is the value of A naught? A naught equal to 3. What is the value of AN? What is the value of BN? AN
1 minus 2.
Then the power you can easily calculate with the given equation. Sum of 1 square plus minus 2 whole square. Easily you can say the power of the signal is 0.5. Is not it? So take the second question. So the concept you should know very well. Okay. So suppose a signal is given like this. Suppose this signal is given, okay, xt 0, 1, 2, t. You can use this first equation also to find the power of this signal. Periodic signal is there, okay, or otherwise you can use the coefficient also, because I have we know you should know the some equation. Okay, this I have given 3 problem. All these problem you should know direct values of xn. Okay, sometimes it's required. It will help you to solve the problem. Like this xn will be when you solve the value of xn for the signal. This will the hidden odd signal, hidden symmetry signal. This will give pi n minus 1. So when you put the question is write the question completely. This is the graph is given and say calculate power up to, okay, 2 harmonics of the signal. Okay, now you should know what is called 2 harmonics. Okay, harmonics means these are the harmonics. X1, this is the DC harmonics. Okay, this is the first component harmonics. This is the second component harmonics. This will plus minus you can write. This is the second component harmonics. That's also, this is the DC component you should know. This is the DC component. This is the first harmonic component. This is the second harmonic component. Like this, up to xn harmonic component present in the signal. Okay, the harmonic means this is the frequency component. Okay, so one thing let me say, the problem I have given earlier, somebody message, so previous page once. So one thing I have, as I have given in the previous problem, so the waveform is given as well as I have plot what types of, I have plot magnitude spectrum and the frequency spectrum, is that it? In the magnitude spectrum, you can see the spike only present, is not it? Spike only present, some this sample. Have you understand what I want to say? Let me draw, and when some plot is given like this, this periodic signal is given like this, then we'll I have got like this spike in the magnitude spectrum, is not it? Since this is a periodic signal, okay, that's why the spikes are found for the particular frequency. Okay, because in periodic signal we have directly the frequencies should be given direct frequency. We can say, okay, this signal is for 50 hertz or 20 hertz or 100 hertz or some of 50 or 100 hertz. That's why we are getting some spike. That's thing you should remember, okay, things. But when For a periodic signal, there will be a continuous waveform in the spectrum. So the calculate the power of two harmonics, okay, up to two harmonics of the signal. So Xn is given. So when you put here in this equation, when you put x naught 0, x naught will calculate area by t formula. Don't put n here as a 0. 2 by this is 5. What is the value of 1? When you put 1, value will be minus j10 by pi. Okay, when you put 1 cos pi is minus 1, minus 2, 2 to cancel, this will give this, okay, minus j10 by pi. Similarly, what is the value of x2? When you put 2 here, cos pi 2 means cos twice pi, value is 1, 1 cancel, so value is 0. So what will be the power? Power will be summation n equal to minus 2 to 2. Only two harmonics it sets, mod of xn whole square. So when you break 0, we will find, then let me write, minus 2 whole square plus minus 1 whole square plus x naught whole square plus mod x1 whole square plus mod x2 whole square. Okay, then 0 plus minus j10 pi whole square plus 5 square plus minus j10 pi whole square plus 0. Okay, ultimately you will get 45 watt. Somebody measures, let me see. How area is 10? Okay, I have explained, oh sorry, the amplitude should be 10 in the waveform. The area means up to here. Okay, if you take the time period here is 2. Okay, time period is 2, isn't it? So time period it is 2, then area of this is the rectangular, you can say. So what will be the rectangular area? 1 into 10, height into breadth. 1 into 10 will be, area is 10. It's clear? Like that you have to ask question, then only here I am doing mistake. I am not giving writing this 10 here. So you should ask question, then only your concept will be clear. I think this is clear, I think now. Or if you want to know how this area by t has come, that also I can say, like x naught, the formula is 1 by t, 0 to t, xt dt. This is the formula of x naught. Okay, this thing is nothing but area. Integration of a signal is nothing but it shows the area on the signal, on the limit in the limit 0 to t. Is it clear? Have you taken the note? Please let me know if you complete it. If harmonics is given, then you should use this action only. Okay, you cannot use this equation given for the continuous time signal. Okay, in time domain, you cannot use the power equation given for the time domain. Okay, you have to use this exponential coefficient. Again, then you can easily find the two harmonics power for the two harmonics. It's over. Let me give two more note. properties of Fourier series. Okay, here some properties is there, means suppose if xt has some Fourier series xn, what will be the xn nature, cn nature or xn nature if we have shifted the signal or scaled the signal, okay, or multiply with some exponential, okay, what will be the our this exponential Fourier series coefficient? What is the nature of the exponential Fourier series coefficient? We can say with these formulas or with these properties. That's why we have to study these properties of Fourier series. Okay, there is total 8 number of properties. There is more than 8, but we'll discuss only 8, which are most important. Okay, first property is linearity. Okay, linearity means is should satisfy the superposition theorem or superposition formula concept. Superposition says that it should satisfy the additivity and homogeneity of nature. Okay, let me say all the things. Okay, what is linearity says? If two periodic signal is given, if xt and yt are two periodic signal with Fourier series coefficient, okay, xn and yn, understand, respectively. Linearity, two signal is given with Fourier series coefficient xn and yn. That is you can write if xt, if you take Fourier series, is Fourier series coefficient is xn. If you take yt and perform Fourier series, and if you get yn as a Fourier series coefficient, then this formula says, according to, or the formula not, this property says, according to linearity property, if you multiply a with something xt plus b with something yt, then if you take the Fourier series, then also we'll get a x of n plus b yn. This is the property for linearity. Okay, we can prove also. Okay, we can prove also this thing. I think you can prove it. I should leave this thing, I think. Linearity proof will not come. It's easy, very easy. Just okay, leave it. But the next one is important. It's over. This thing is you should know. According to this linearity property, this similar will come. The amplitude which we have multiplied with the xt, that will multiply with the xn also. Okay. So if something xt signal is t, okay, let me give the example. If xn equal to given 10, okay, what will be the xn value if 2 into t will be there? Fourier series will be so. For sake of understanding, I am saying this. Have you written? This is the one property. Then come to the next property. This is very important, time shifting. Sometimes they say to prove also, okay? Prove this property, trigonometry, time shifting property of the Fourier series, okay? Let xt is a periodic signal okay with Fourier series coefficient xn, okay, that is what I am saying, x of t Fourier series of x of n. Then what will be the Fourier series for if we shift the signal by t naught quantity? What will be the Fourier series? The Fourier series, these properties are you should remember, okay, because to do the problem, this property is required. You can easily solve some problem when you know the properties. Very easily you can solve some problem. So if we will shift the signal by t naught, the Fourier series says the Fourier series coefficient would be e to the power minus j omega naught t naught. This t naught has come x of n. Understand? If x t plus t naught will be there, this first one is right shift or left shift Fourier series, then this will be first one is right shift, okay, second one is left shift. If you shift the signal to right, then we have to multiply this this thing e to the power j omega naught t naught with xn. You can see if minus sign is in the left side, then minus will come as it is in the right side. If positive will come, plus sign will come in the signal or quantity, or you can say the shifting quantity, then in the e to the power also plus sign will become, okay. Let me prove, okay, this proof many times they will ask, proof also required some of the this properties. We know that x of n is 1 by t. This t naught by t naught plus t. That t naught of this. Let me take a t here. This only if you give t here, it means the integration for one period. Okay, x of t e to the power j n omega naught t dt. This thing we should know. This is for if we take Fourier series for x of t, it is nothing but x of n. Fourier series of xt equal to nothing but x of n, and it is equation is given by 1 by t. Integration, this capital T is represent the integration is for one period. Xt e to the power j e to the power minus j n omega naught t. This thing we should we know. Okay, equation we know already. Then Fourier series of x of t minus t naught would be we can give the equation 1 by t. Let be t only. It will be also for one period. X t minus. This is the last topic I'll teach today. Okay, please concentrate. T naught e to the power minus j n omega naught t dt. Okay, give it is as a one number equation. Come here. If we take this t minus t naught, if we take t minus t naught equal to p, okay, what will be the value of dt? if you differentiate both the side with d by dt, okay, then we'll get here dt by dp. Understand? If you differentiate both the side by d by dt, we'll get this. Okay, this is the constant term. That's why it will give 0. So you can write t equal to t naught plus p also. And the limit I have taken t only. This is integration for 1 period only. We will not think about that limit. That will be the 1 period only. Okay, then what will be the equation 1? The Fourier series of x of t minus t naught is nothing but 1 by t will be similar. This should be t only. And xt minus t naught you can write here xp. Okay, and e to the power minus jn omega naught t naught. In t you can write t naught plus small p, and dt you can replace by dp. Okay, you can replace by dp. Understand? Are you following? 1 by t x of p, just break this term, exponential term, jn omega naught t naught into e to the power minus jn omega naught p into dp. Understand? So this e to the power minus jn omega naught t naught, and the differentiation integration is with the variable of p. So this is act as a constant here. Okay, you can take outside this thing, e to the power minus jn omega naught t naught 1 by t integration t xp e to the power minus jn omega naught p dp. Understand? This is nothing but what? This is nothing but e to the power jn omega naught t naught. This is only variable has changed, so you can write this is as a xn also. So this is proved. We have proved that. Proved right hand side we have got, that is e to the power jn omega naught, not t will be there. Where that t has come? Why n has I have given? Why n is given in the equation? Sorry, here n will be there. E to the power jn omega naught t naught. Here also n will be there. E to the power jn omega naught t naught. In this equation, just correct it. At the half n will be there, since these are Fourier series. Okay, so this is proved. Do you have any doubt, or it's clear? Have you taken the note? Many times they have asked, please derive the time shifting property of Fourier series. So today I have finished 2, and tomorrow I will finish the remaining 6 property of Fourier series. Okay, then we will finish this first unit. And second unit, if you know this Fourier series coefficient, this unit, this Fourier series representation very well, then only 2 classes will required for complete the Fourier transform. Okay, 2 or 3. So first of all, these concepts are very important. That's why I'm giving more time at this initial classes, initial topics. Okay, the concept is required to know the coming topics. That's why you give your concentration more in the previous classes, because now also you can see that we require the concept of even symmetry, odd symmetry, what is power signal, energy signal. Okay, all our concepts are required now also. So these initial classes are very important. Do you have any doubt? till now?
No, sir.
Okay, then class sir, please give the attendance
Yes, sir.
at the end of this class, and thank you all, and you should contact me if you have doubt. Okay. Otherwise, after giving exam, don't ask, sir, this is not understand, or this is come is little differently, because concept is required. Okay, problem may be given in different way, but the solution and the concept is similar. You can solve it any problem when your concept is clear. Okay, thank you all for